The lowest thing is your iron. Like you're supposed to be at a 7. I was like at a 4. And I probably would have needed a blood transfusion had they not caught it in time.
Oh.
And I knew something was off because the way I would eat ice was like, girl, are you pregnant? Like, why are you going through like Route 44 cups of ice from Sonic 3 a day? And then it had gotten really bad that I had invested in a crushed ice machine so it can get like the little bit nuggets like Sonic, because I was like, I'm tired of giving Sonic my $1.44. Like, let me get a machine. Because in the middle of the night, who want to drive to Sonic?
Not in your ostrich robe.
Not in my ostrich. You know, your pajamas don't go outside because they're not house clothes anymore. They're outside. They're not. Once they touch outside air, they outside. And you want to put them back in your bed?
Do you wear a bonnet to sleep?
Do I wear a bonnet? Yes.
Or
but
is
in
your
case,
hair just like that when you sleep?
Well, I take this off. But underneath here, I do wear a bonnet to sleep.
Do you have, okay, let me ask you this. Do you have braids under your wig?
Yes.
Okay, so like us regular folk, you do got braids under your wig.
Okay, sometimes I have flat twists underneath my wig. Just because they're more, like, you have to think about
when you take it off.
When you take it off, that could be a very scary moment for somebody else. You used to seeing yourself like that, but somebody else may not be used to that. Okay. So you don't want to just give them a very stark Halloween scare before Halloween.
Okay, I got you.
And so the flat twists look like, oh, okay, cool.
It's like still put together.
It's still put together.
It's like still a hairstyle, actually.
Right, and I will wear my flat twist out. So when I work out and stuff, I'll wear the flat twist. I'll just push down my baby hair and I wear the flat twist. The Miss Silly braids look like I'm 12 years of a slave.
So I need a robe, I need pajamas, I need to take these Cleo braids out my head.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then, you know, sometimes a real wig lady, she want to lay your braids like going this way.
Oh, I hate them kind.
And it's like, ma'am, why you lay my braids going this way? But it's so the wig can lay flat. And so the wig is not as flat with the flat twist because it gives it a little more volume, but I also don't look like I'm on death row.
Okay, Brittany.
So,
okay. Let me go back.
Pick one.
So now we're in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. We washing our face with these towels, these disposables, the expensive kind, in the clear acrylic case.
They're $15 for 50 of them.
Oh, that's a lot. In the clear acrylic case. Mm-hmm. Got it. You brushing your teeth before you wash the face because the fluoride can also break you out.
It can.
Okay. So what else? What supplements are you taking? What else are you doing after that?
Iron. I'm taking the Black Girl Vitamins, which I love.
Okay, Black Girl Vitamins. Okay.
And they have 2 of them. They have one for hair, one for skin, and one for nails, and they have a combo pack. They're gummies, but they're not good. Like, they're not tasty. They're still chalky like a vitamin would be. I'm going to do my morning walk, which is about 3 miles. Don't run, just walk.
Okay.
My morning walk, 3 miles, just walk. And while I'm doing that, that's my prayer time with God. So I have like my gospel headphones on. Now, if one of my friends call, I'm going to answer. Because that's a good, like, you have a kiki with your friend in the park in the morning when the tea is piping hot. Okay, that's a good kiki.
Okay.
So if not, that's my 3-mile walk. When I get back home, I'm going to shower. And we forget to exfoliate and put on lotion.
What's funny about the lotion is that I feel like
you don't put your lotion on. You don't put lotion.
I did today.
But you only put lotion on where it's showing, don't you?
I only put it on because somebody was coming over here that would have known I didn't have no lotion.
Yeah, no. You got to get some lotion. And I mix oil and lotion together so that it has like a sheen. So I love brown skin babe oils.
Okay, brown skin babe oils. Okay.
Girl, I found out about them at Essence this year. And she gave away like little free oils. From the time that I went from day 1, I went back to day 2 to go to her booth so I could buy the oil. Because the one she gave me smelled really good. But when I mixed it with my lotion or my shea butter from Trader Joe's.
Tea. Okay.
Tea.
Okay, so y'all heard it. Y'all need to get out. I mean, you are very hydrated.
I'm very hydrated, and I like it that way.
You're very hydrated.
I like it. Now, I know I grew up, my grandma would put powder all on us, and she would mix
that
powder.
Karen.
Girl, I was like, if you went like this to me, powder would fly out. And then she would lotion me so well that it would make a paste. Like, just the powder and the lotion would mix, and it would make a paste. And I would be like, this don't feel right, but I couldn't say nothing because who gonna say something to your grandmother? And I would walk around, and I would just be smelling so fresh and so clean. But I feel that same way, just not with the powder.
Just not with the powder. You want to smell yourself.
I do want to smell myself.
Okay.
And the best compliment to me that somebody can ever give me is to walk past me and say, stop, and turn around and be like, oh, you smell so good.
Okay, so I know, like, I know you for real.
Yeah.
We kind of joking around with it, but I know you for real because you have always been, like, the most well put together person that I know, seriously. This is my question though. How do all of these little nuances like impact your emotional or like psychological well-being? Because I'll be honest, this is a place where I lack. I do not take the time for myself. I am a notorious rusher. That's not really the right word. But like I'm notoriously like rushing to get to the next place. Not really taking my time, waking up late, not getting up at 5:30. Definitely not putting on a little ostrich heel in the robe. I'm not doing any of that stuff. Not using those towels, but I'm gonna order those towels. But I just don't take the time for myself at all. Like when it comes to me, it's like, oh, I just need to like get out the door. And I do feel like this past year, well, in 2023 especially, I suffered from a lot of like mental health issues that I readily recognized. And so my question is, how do you think these things like impact you emotionally or psychologically?
I think Black women are not taught to have self-care. Like it's almost like not even recommended for us. I can say for me, I never grew up seeing my mom doing a self-care routine. I can't say that I grew up seeing my grandmother do a self-care routine. They did things, but Black women always put themselves last, especially when you grow up in certain environments. And so we are not taught that we're even worthy of these self-care routines, to have these rituals, to have this access to beauty care or like a healthy lifestyle. It's like you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. And so for me, a part of my rebellion against like, I don't have to be this way was rebelling against that I had to sleep in old dirty t-shirts, that I had to like wash my face with a dirty towel, that I had to use like the cheapest products. I don't. I may have grown up that way, but that's not all that it has to be.
It's so funny you say that because like even right now, you know, when I'm like out, I'm like, oh, let me grab that shirt. I can sleep in that. That is like a line. That's like y'all know. Oh yeah, get that shirt. Like somebody can sleep in that. You know, like we taking stuff like that home, and I never really considered how it may be impacting my sleep. You know,
You don't sleep, the friction from t-shirts, like you don't sleep well with that on your skin. There's no way. And I'm not saying that you got to sleep in silk every day, right? We can start off small. Target has some of the best, softest pajamas for $15.
okay. So y'all heard it.
Y'all heard it here first. Target has some of the best pajamas for like $15.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about this because I know you like very well. But let me just ask the question. How do you think some of these things and these ways or these practices influence people's perception of you?
Oh my gosh. So when I
and what are some of the things that people say?
Crazy stuff. So when I meet people, that number one think I'm taller than what I am. I'm not.
I know exactly what you mean about that.
Like people think that I'm like this giant.
And it's the presence. The presence makes them think that you're bigger.
I might give 6 feet, but I'm not even 5. And it's just like, Or people think that I have grown up in this very affluent life. And I think that's a huge misconception. Well, I never said that. And if you see my mama, you know I never said that.
Girl, I love your mama.
Great. She can come live here. It looks very nice. I love the fireplace. She would love it here. I would drop her off in the morning. So homey. Yeah, they think that I've grown up very affluently or think that I've gone to private schools. Some like that I was married to some white man. Just a lot of things that I'm just like, y'all have all... You've masterminded this lifestyle, this persona for me based on things that I have never said.
Like, do any of those things like affect you? Maybe not now, but at any point in time, do you ever feel like you may have like minimized or hidden some of the things? Because right now I feel like you speak about these things so confidently because you have definitely grown into yourself. Like, it is what it is. Like, this is me, this is what you get. But was it always that way?
No, absolutely not. I think some of the biggest hurdles that I had to cross was feeling like I didn't deserve certain things because of the way I grew up. And I think when other people would see me and say, oh, she thinks she all that, she ain't had that shit when she was a kid, like who she thinks she is to be walking around in this, or this, or who do you think you are to go to the ballet? And it's just like, if I hadn't grown up the way I've grown up, you wouldn't say those things about me. But you don't think I'm deserving of those things, and so you don't want me to think that I'm deserving of those things either. So now I really got to flex on your ass.
Period. You know what? You really preaching to me because no, seriously. Like one of the things that my friends always tell me is like, and I know they mean well when they say this. Like you're a little too humble. Like I feel like that's what we say, you know.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like I've definitely been in that space where you don't want people to feel uncomfortable with your existence, so you almost minimize your existence so that they are not uncomfortable around you. And I know that I've been in that space, and I feel like that plays a large role in some of the things that I do and necessarily don't do, you know, for myself.